Oh my god, so to catch me, put my hand paws on. Does it really go in and out of... Oh god. I should not lean forward. I am about to burp. Hello, laser. Oh my god. Already I have an itchy snoot. Really? Right as I put on my hand paw. Oh my god. Hello, Creepsome. Hi, Jesse. Oh my god. I'm in full fursuit right now, and I gotta get used to this because I'm going to First Square tomorrow. Oh my god, I gotta get used to this. So, everyone wish Shasta good luck on this because this is my first time. Hi, Robert. Oh my god, I'm not even looking at the camera. Hi! Hi, how are you? Now I'm looking at the camera. How are you guys doing? Hi! Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I haven't done... Oh, I just stepped on something. What did I step on? Oh, I just stepped on one of my cords. Kick it out of the way. Yeah, so I haven't really shown my full fursuit yet, but I have an official full fursuit. Well, besides the torso part, the torso is the only thing that I'm missing, but I'm not going to be looking for a torso. I'm just wearing pants. But if you guys want to see the full fursuit, I will gladly show you. Hold on a second. I know my room's a little bit of a mess. I gotta clean up my room a little bit. Right here, these are the pants. Same color as the paws. And yes, I have thighs. I have chunky thighs. Whee! They're chunky! They're chunky! Ugh. Okay, come on. Face back up. Okay. Back to my seat. Yes. Okay. Now let's sit back. Oh, my camera's not even facing towards me. Ah! Come on. Up. Come on. Work with me. There we go. There we go. Yes. Can you sleep in your full fursuit? No, I'm not gonna sleep in my full fursuit. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to have a heat stroke. That's why you guys will see me occasionally take off my hand paws, because in full fursuit it gets very hot. But first, before I begin, how is everybody doing today? Yeah, I'm gonna take off my fursuit hand paws right now. Oh god, why am I getting lightheaded? Whew. Just relax. You all good? Why am I leaning towards zero trying to see the chat when I literally have something I feel like I can tell in the chat? I am doing okay. I'm in Kentucky right now on my way to Florida. Oh, nice! I will definitely try to have some fun at first grade. Oh my god. Hold on one second. I need to grab something sugary. Ah. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Too fast. Ah, there we go. Sugary drink, sugary drink. Guys wants to see me for a moment. Yes, I need sugar, sugar. How much sugar is in this? 18 grams? Okay, that's good. Oh boy. Sugar, 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 sugar. He will be a hyperwox. I will try to be a hyperwox. I won't be that hyper though. Won't be that hyper. Because I also have to ease it down. Hi, Eagle! Oh, wait. Why am I saying it like that? I know you're one of my friends. Hi! Why do I keep bending down trying to see it? I don't know. I can see it up here. Oh, that's weird. Maybe because one I just went live, and the other one is like when I said it. I don't know. Okay, this is weird because I'm sitting on my tail, and it feels like I have something blocking me. Going to the beach in Florida called Bonita Springs. I've heard of that place. I rebooted my Pi so the flag was back to off. Ah. Where's first grade? It is I think it's somewhere in Milwaukee. Sorry if I'm rubbing my eyes, guys, because I don't know why my blood sugar just took a really big crash. I think it might have been because I ate pizza and now I need to do it along with something sugary, so that's why I'm drinking something sugary. Alright, my blood sugar will come back. That's been gone for a long time, Mike. That happened. Oh my god, when did that happen? I think that happened like maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago now. I remember when furries never really said anything at all when you had a fursuit. I'm kind of confused about that. Hold on a sec. I need to adjust this because it's really tight on me. Yes, I have a beard. Yes, and you can really see how red my beard is. I'm a little bit sentimental about that because, yes, I am ginger. Furries never talked. Ah. Favorite amusement park? Oh god, amusement park. The last amusement park I went to was a place in New Hampshire called, what was it? Canopy Lake Park. That was the last amusement park I went to, and that was actually, I think that was the only amusement park I've ever really been to. Besides one in Orlando, I went to Universal Orlando Resorts. I went to Disney World twice. Other than that, I think the only one I'm really a big fan of is Canopy Lake Park because it's a very simple, small amusement park. I really like it. Yeah, and I never will. I don't want to have a beard all the way down here, because just imagine Shasta with like a giant beard. Like, like what would that look like? Like, how would I hide that? Like, I would have to put my beard in my shirt and under my fursuit head. Six Flags is fun. I've never been to Six Flags. I'll be honest, I've never been to Six Flags. Never been there. You'll look like Santa Claus? No, I'll look like Ginger Claus. That's what I'll look like. I'm so jealous. Why are you jealous? Long hair, long beard. I got the death metal. Yeah, and I have the simplistic like. Tell me about your feelings, beard. Nah, I got that lumberjack beard. That's the type of beard I got. I got that lumberjack beard. Okay, more sugar, more sugar, more sugar. My blood sugar is starting to come back. I've been to Wisconsin Six Flags. I really want to visit Greenville, Wisconsin. I also been to St. Louis in Florida. So, the states I've visited was Florida. I've been to Florida 3 times. Of course, I lived in Massachusetts, but I'm not really counting that. I live in Wisconsin now. When I was on my way from Massachusetts to Wisconsin, I drove through Pennsylvania, Ohio, New York, Illinois, and I think there's another state I drove through, but I can't remember if there was or if that was just it. If that was those 4 states, that was it. I remember Pennsylvania was the longest out of all of the states I drove through. I think it took me like a day, literally a day to get through Pennsylvania, and Ohio. Wait, no, or was it Ohio? I can't remember now. Oh my god! But it's been a long time. Like it was a very long drive too. So a little story about this. When I was moving from Massachusetts, my girlfriend took a train from here in Wisconsin all the way to Massachusetts to meet me and help me move from my state back in Massachusetts all the way up over here. So she took an Amtrak, went over to see me, and she helped me load up the truck with all my stuff. This was when I was moving out of my parents' house. I'm not going to really say why I moved out of my parents' house because it's a little bit personal. And it's something that I'm very disappointed in my parents about. Do we want to have another go on movie night when I get home? I'm home right now, but yeah, you can do that if you want to, cause I'll be doing live stream at 9:30. Shasta, you need to come and get some beans at the bean during MFF this year. That would be nice. I would love to get some beans. But on with my story about me moving from Massachusetts to Wisconsin. This was also a very scary time for me because this is the first time ever I was driving a box truck with a trailer attached to it. And what was on that trailer was worth a little bit more than that box truck. It was my car. My car that I paid $27,000 for was on the back of a trailer. I drive a 2019 Toyota Corolla, if anybody's curious to know what I drive. I drive the hatchback one. I love my Toyotas. I love hatchbacks. I especially love my car. I've had it for 2 years. Extremely reliable. Absolutely love it. But that was the scariest thing ever, to have my car on the back of a trailer and to know that I'm in control of the truck and the trailer that has my car on that trailer. So it was like maybe like a 4 or 5 day drive. So we did multiple stops and it was terrifying. There were a few times I could have sworn that I was going to hit a car if I was not careful. I tried to stay in the slow lane as much as possible because I didn't want to go over 80, but there were sometimes I had to go 80. But this is the craziest part of the story. During that entire travel, during that 4 to 5 days that I was driving, there was a nail stuck in the sidewall of the tire. Now, if you don't know like what a sidewall is, the sidewall is like the side, literally the side structure of the tire. And so say like this is the part where like the tire, you know, makes contact with the ground, and then this is the side. So this is the side of the tire. And the screw was right here, like right in the sidewall of the tire. And throughout that 4 to 5 days, somehow that tire did not lose air. I don't know how. I don't know how. It was like I moved it a little bit and I heard it pissing air, and then but it never lost air while we were driving. And I made sure to make a note to the U-Haul place to let them know that, hey, you got a screw in the tire. You know, you should get that replaced. But I noticed that maybe like halfway through the drive on our way there. Because I was looking over everything. I was making sure my car was secured. I was making sure that the trailer was secured and it was properly fastened to the truck. I was making sure that, you know, the truck was okay. And literally right, I was doing the rounds looking at the trailer, I noticed that nail in the tire. I'm like, holy crap, there is a nail in my tire. How has it not blown up yet? Like, I was really scared throughout that whole entire drive, like really worried that tire was eventually just gonna, you know, start to piss out air, and I wouldn't notice until the last second, and, you know, the tire would fly off. Because I've seen trailer tire blowouts. They are very, very, very dangerous. Like, they can do damage to a trailer like no one's business. So in my head, I'm thinking like, if that tire goes, what's not to say that it might, you know, blast a part of the trailer into my car, or I lose control, and not only do I wreck the truck with the trailer attached to it, I also wreck my car. So that was like literally the scariest thing ever. I know I just went off the tangent about that, but that was just a story that I was thinking about for a while. I don't mind driving with trailers too much. I've only done it once. I've only done it once. And that was just to tow my car over here in Wisconsin, because I had a lot of stuff that I needed to pack up, and my little car would not hold that much stuff. It probably sealed the hole. That's my guess. It was in enough to create a puncture, but when you moved it, you could obviously hear air pissing out. So I was like, okay, don't touch it. And then when you left it alone, it didn't sound like it was pissing out air. And I don't even know how much air was in that tire. Probably, I think, let's see, like a trailer tire, maybe 70 pounds, maybe 70 to 75 psi per square inch. Maybe, I don't know. What were you doing in Ohio? I was driving through Ohio. I did. Actually, you know what? Here's another funny part to the story. So it was getting really late. I was very tired, and I was looking at my girlfriend saying, "Hon, we need to find a place to stop." And we were still on the highway, and I was getting to the point like where I was literally going to just close my eyes and just drift off while I was driving. And my girlfriend could see that, so she said, why don't we just stop at a rest stop for the night?" I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess it's no different than, you know, being a big trucker. So we pull into this big gas station where in the back there's like a bunch of these semi trucks where people are sleeping in their trucks. And me being in, you know, the little itty bitty Chevy GMC box truck with, you know, a Toyota Corolla attached to the back on a trailer, is like, well, I'm just gonna squeeze in right between these two trucks. And I just parked there, and we literally spent the night in my car. That was one of the weirdest things I've ever done, probably with my girlfriend in my life and with my car at all at the same time. Because I was literally sleeping in my car with my girlfriend in a little hatchback parked between two giant semi-trucks. And I was just driving, and I was just in a little box truck. I was just driving a box truck with a Toyota Corolla being towed behind it. And, like, I swear, when I woke up the next morning, I saw, like, truckers walking out and looking at us like, what the heck is this? And I wish I got a picture of it, but I didn't. But it looks so silly. It looks so silly. Like, all those giant semi-trucks just towering over this little tiny GMC box truck with a Corolla on the back of it was just like, oh my god, that was like pure comedy gold. Like, and I think there was one truck driver that got pissed off that I decided to park there because he parked pretty close to me. And I was like, dude, what the heck are you doing? I don't think it would have blown up. I had a hole in a trailer tire and drove for miles. Glad you're safe though. Yeah. I'm a real trucker. Look at my hat. I should have bought a trucker hat. That's the funny thing. I should have bought a trucker hat. It does make a good story. Yeah, it does. It does. That was like the weirdest thing that has ever happened. Like, and I still remember it perfectly. Like, we woke up. I woke up. I was like, oh, it must just be a dream. I'm probably not sleeping in my car, but I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, it's true. I'm sleeping in my car with my girlfriend parked in a truck area with two semis parked right beside me. This looks great. Hi, Diet Cola. I visited a Love's truck stop today in Ohio. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Love's truck stop. It was a Love's truck stop. That's what it was. Though I can't remember where near the highway it was. It was a Love's truck stop. I remember that specifically now. I couldn't remember the name of the truck stop, but it was a Love's truck stop. My dad have a lot of experience with driving truck. Oh, that's nice. So also, while actually funny you say that, my girlfriend's father actually had a lot of experience with working with trailers, and she did as well because her dad made her learn how to hook up a hitch to a trailer to a trailer to a hitch, whatever it is. And the first motel we stayed at, we detached the trailer, and she was so good. I was like so amazed. She was like doing hand signals, telling me I'm good, and then she told me to stop, and she's like, then she started hooking it up. I'm like, oh my god, like this is incredible. Like I don't even know how to hook up a trailer. I'll be dead honest. I don't know how to hook up a trailer. I'm not sure who Tom Love is. Oh no, Floof's closing in on me. Shouts to the trucker. Nah, I couldn't see myself being a trucker. That's too many gears, and honestly, well, I mean, I guess it would be nice to, I don't know. I mean, when I was a kid, I always did want to be a trucker. I wanted to drive around, see sights, go all around the United States and, deliver things. But as I grew older, I started realizing that being a truck driver is not all unicorns farting out your butt with rainbows and, Lucky Charms and pots of gold and all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of paperwork, and, you gotta literally wake up on time, you gotta leave on time, and you gotta make sure you get to your destination on time, which, when I was a kid, I wasn't really thinking of that. I was thinking more of like, oh, it'd be fun to drive all around the United States. But no, it's just a lot of work to be a truck driver now to me. So that's why I shot down that dream, and I just went with my biggest dream that I've had ever since I was a kid, was being an automotive technician. I knew how to hook up a trailer at 6 years old. My family took a trailer to Black Hawk Lake. That is an epic name for a lake. Black Hawk Lake. Isn't that the name of a military... Oh, God. Isn't that the name of a military vehicle? like a helicopter, Black Hawk, or is that a jet? I can't remember. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put my fursuit head back on because there's something I want to show you guys. Something that I bought so people can easily identify me a little bit better, along with my collar. This is something I bought because I've been getting a lot of pictures, people sending me pictures of, you know, fursuiters that have the same exact head as me, saying, "Oh my god, is this you?" I'm like, no, that's not me. So I got this one thing. I got to put it on my fursuit. I actually really like it. I think it's cool. You know, I'll stop rambling. I'll go get my fursuit head, put it back on, and I will put on the thing. So let me go get my fursuit head. Okay. I have my fursuit head on. Back again. Ah! Okay. So the thing that I bought are these. I know you guys probably can't really see them that great because, you know, see-through. But I'll bring it up a little bit closer. This is what I have. They're visors. I bought these off of Etsy. Absolutely, and it's going to sound insane how much I paid for these. I paid $75 for these. But it was worth it. I absolutely love these. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my ear. Like that. And come on, put it right like that. Just like that. And oh, hold on a second. Let me turn off the light. Yeah, okay. Let me turn off this light now. Ah! No, they're falling off. I gotta tighten them. But I'm not gonna keep them on. Come on, where's the light switch? I got you! There we go. Just like that. Yeah, so they have different settings as well. So I can turn them off, or I can make them flash like this. I think if I hit one button, I can just make it do like a wave. So it's pretty cool. If I do it again, it'll just make it flash again. So it changes the speed, that one. This one just turns it on and off. But I really like this. I really love these. I think I'm going to look really good. When I'm at First Squared, I'm going to be wearing these. I absolutely love them. Yes, Cyberpunk Shasta. Yes. Absolutely. Okay, now we turn on the light again. Ah! There we go. Okay, now I got to turn it off. Around my ear. And I'm glad that my blood sugar is back because now I am back. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to leave the big light off. I'm going to leave my small light on. I'm not a goober. I'm not a goober. So there is something I want to talk about. As I said, I don't really normally talk about stuff that much anymore, but I want to start talking about things again. And this has come to my attention, not just from my subscribers, This hasn't just come from people who support me, from my subscribers to the people who are on my Discord server. This has also come from people that I've met on like VR chat. And this is something I feel like it would be a good thing to talk about. So I've noticed that a lot of people say that their parents think that being a furry is not normal. So I'm just gonna say this, and this is no disrespect. I don't believe in the word normal. I really don't. I don't believe that normal is a thing anymore. I honestly think that normal, like, phased off the planet years ago. Like, if there was normal, then you would literally see people doing this. Like, let me take off my fursuit hand paws, take off my head. Let me put this on the ground. And literally, besides me having pants, just doing this. Just pretend this is a phone. Yeah, hello? Yeah, definitely. I'll start paying those taxes right now. Okay, love you, Grandma. Bye. Okay, I don't know why I said love you, Grandma. But I think you guys get the point. Well, I've been seeing a lot of people saying how their parents think that being a furry is not normal. The worst thing I've heard is a parent say that they think it's a disease, which that's a bit extreme. I've heard them say that it's a phase, which, again, it's not a phase. I don't know why parents always say it's a phase. Like, not everything is a phase. Like, I don't understand that. But also, this was from, I'm not going to disclose the name of the person, but this was someone who said that their dad didn't really understand furries. I don't think he just doesn't think they're normal, and he didn't want this guy to be a furry anymore. Now, to me, I'm going to say this. No matter how old you are, as long as you're an appropriate age to understand what being a furry is, then that shouldn't be a problem. Now, if your parents have a problem with you, being a furry, they have no say in that. I'm sorry, but parents can, they can have rules on you, about, like, your bedtime, your curfews, and, they can also say you can't own a fursuit. That's fine. Parents are entitled to do that. But the thing that bothers me is that parents are being more entitled to the point where they're telling their kids that they can't be a furry. Now, to me, that's mainly because parents aren't, A, they're either looking at the very negative stuff about the furry fandom, or B, they're not doing any research whatsoever. So, or C, they're doing the research, they see, which this is the one that I honestly think takes the cake, or C, they do the research, they see what the fandom is all about, but they think it's still weird. And they don't want their kid to be part of the community because, they think it's extremely childish. Now, is the furry community childish? Yes, we are. We are extremely childish. Because, why? I can do this! Whee! But I can do whatever I want. I'm 25. Now, as a 25-year-old man, I'm going to say that, I've been a furry since I was 17. I've been a furry. June 21st, 2017 is when I became a furry. That is literally... Wait. Was it June 21st? Yes, it was June 21st. Because, no, I was 16 at the time. And then when I turned 17, that's when I really started to show off my passion for being a furry. Because I did so much research, I was like, oh my god, I'm in love. That's nice. That's okay, Lisa. You don't gotta tell your parents. The thing is that I may have told my parents a little bit too soon. Now, I've said this before in my videos before. I told my mom. She was the first one I told. I slipped a note underneath her door telling her that I was a furry. Because at the time, I was very, very, very nervous about what she would have said to my face if I went up to her and I said, I'm a furry. So, I guess I took, like, the easy way out, and I just, told her, I just put a note underneath the door and said, hey, I'm a furry. And I told her, look up what a furry is so you don't freak out. She looks it up, and yeah, she was the one that just thought it was extremely childish and stupid. And was I hurt by that? Yeah, I was. I was hurt. Because then my mom tried to drag my dad in with it, because my dad was actually more like questioning about it. Like, he was like, well, what's a furry? Like, he was like wanting to know. So I told him what a furry was. He was like, oh, he literally said, and I quote, oh, you mean like Yogi Bear and all that stuff? He was like, does my dad know what a furry is? But apparently no, he knows what an anthropomorphic animal is. That's why he said that. Because I explained it to him. He's like, oh, well, I don't see any problem with that. But my mom, yeah, she's very old school with that stuff. And to me, I'm not saying take my advice on this. Because I don't know how people's parents react in different ways. But if you want to be a furry, be a furry. Like, no one's going to stop you. Like, your parents can say, oh, I can stop you if I want to. No, they can't. They can't stop you. Being a furry is not a disease. It's not an illness. It's not a phase. Being a furry is literally a hobby. It's a passion. Like, I finally have a full fursuit after what? Like, 8 years of being a furry. I finally have one. Hi, Red Fox. Both my parents think it's childish and no one in my family understands it. So, here's the funny thing. Not everyone in my family knows I'm a furry. That's why when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do the big reveal. But that's only if I hit 10,000 subscribers. Will I reveal myself like this to my entire family, showing this is what I am, and I'll show them all my YouTube videos and all my subscribers and say, you guys didn't think I could make it? Well, here I am. But I believe the only family members that know I'm a furry is my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, I think. Even though she doesn't really comment. Wait, no, she does know it, but she doesn't see anything wrong with it either. But she doesn't agree with it either. But she's like neutral on it. She's like, she sees the bad and the good of it. So my brother, he's one of those, oh my god, you're a furry? That's disgusting type people. I ignore him. Yeah, it's all about having fun. And I literally tried to explain that to my mom, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It makes me happy. And she's like, what could possibly make you happy about, you know, dressing up as an animal if you were to ever get one? And then she asked me, like, how much do these fursuits normally cost? I'm like, very expensive. And she's like, how expensive? Like, you know, like $5,000 around there. And her mouth literally drops like, there's no way you're getting a fursuit. I'm like, no duh, Mom. I don't got the money. Now I do. You don't want to come out to your stepmom? That's fine. But yeah, but thing is, and I gotta take off my hand pause again, because I gotta. What? I was like, where's my fan? Where's my fan? I wore my tail at the 4th of July barbecue, and of course I got friendly jabs by my uncles. Yeah, so, actually, you know what the funny thing is? My uncle also knows I'm a furry. I forgot to mention that. I'm very close with my uncle as well. I'm just gonna put this in my mouth for a little bit so I can cool off a little bit. That shirt is the USA style. I have a furry shirt made since 2024. Oh, this is the New England Patriots logo. Again, showing that I was born and raised in Massachusetts. I have a New England Patriots jersey shirt. When I went to Fizzy Fox, my mom saw a fursuit for the first time. Wow. And you're lucky. You're lucky. I want to meet crap. I keep forgetting his name, but I want to meet the guy who runs the Fizzy Fox stand. I really do. My parents have no idea what is a furry. I went, wow, they have no clue. Well, yeah, that's understandable. I was born in California and raised in Illinois. I was born and raised in Massachusetts. I know. I'm gonna try to cross my legs. Okay, maybe I can't do that. And on this. Yeah, I know he's on YouTube. I'm subscribed to him. My high school mascot was the Patriots. Wait, really? Really? Must have been a different type of Patriots, though. Couldn't have been the New England Patriots. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. I know who he is. I've watched his live streams. And he's also a car enthusiast like I am. Like, I've seen the cars he has. He has a 3rd gen Toyota MR2, and I really want it. But I don't think he's ever going to sell it to me. I got called a dog and whistled at. Hell, even my sister brought out a dog treat to me, and they weren't actual dog treats. Yeah, so stuff like that, that's very degrading. That's very, very degrading. People shouldn't be doing that. Now, being a furry, it's been accepted a lot more than it used to in the years from what I've heard. Is, you know, in the early years, it was frowned upon. People thought it was extremely weird. Now, as like the furry fandom got more popular over the years since the 70s, a lot of people have been more accepting of furries. But there are still people out there who don't really understand what a furry is. People who don't really want to understand what a furry is. And people who are just that, you know, narcissistic to the point where they're like, I don't care. When I told my mom about wanting to own my own fursuit, it took her by surprise at first. As I've said, she doesn't have a problem, but was curious about the fandom. After explaining it, she understood. Yeah, so see, people like that, I like people like that. You know, they stop, they listen, and they're like, oh, okay. You know, and they do a little bit of research themselves. But my mom was the type that was like, she always got a satisfaction of being right. Like, I don't want to call my mom narcissistic, because I don't think she is. I just think that she's a little power hungry. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say she was a little bit power hungry. Because she always felt like that she was right. Now, there were a very big handful of things that she was right about, but the one thing she wasn't right about, and the one thing that I can't wait to tell her, is she said, I will never get big on YouTube. Look who almost has 2,000 subscribers, mother. I explained to my dad many times on what a furry is. However, he just keeps saying that it's the 2000s still. It's the 2000s. So, I can't really think of a comeback for that. My family refuses to understand it, but they can kick rocks. Yeah, I don't think my family would really, you know, be against it. I think a lot of them would be taken by surprise. Now the only ones that actually do know, besides my uncle, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, are my little cousins. Now the reason why I told my little cousins is because, well, you know, they'll understand it a little bit more because, you know, they're young. They'll think it's cutesy, and, you know, I was very close with my younger cousins because, you know, I was always kind of like, you know, the bigger brother to them, because, you know, I used to always play, you know, like catch with them. I would always, you know, play board games, play video games with them. I'd be kind of like, you know, that older brother they looked up to. So I trusted them to, you know, keep it a secret, and I believe they've kept it a secret out of all these years. And I do miss them. I miss my entire family. I miss spending time with my little cousins. It's been so long. Last fun time I ever had with them was we were playing Fall Guys on the PS4. That was really funny. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, but I trusted them enough to tell them, and, you know, I told them about, you know, my fursona, and, you know, I showed them a picture of my fursona, and they thought it was extremely cute. And now, of course, me being a very caring cousin, I said, do not dive too deep into the lore of furries, because it can get a little bit weird. And sure enough, they took my word on that. I don't think they've looked up like anything more than what I've told them about what a furry is. Somebody who is really into anthropomorphic animals. You know, I don't think my littlest cousin really understood, because she was only, well, I was like 4 or 5, so I was probably speaking Japanese to her. My sister would probably support me if she was. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Jax. I don't really know what my parents really think of furries, other than really bad comments from my dad about when the whole litter box in school thing happened. Ugh. Hey Shasta, it's Trax, but my new name is Braxton 2. Braxton, 2 questions for you. Are you going to Anthrocon next year? Next year, I will think about it. Because I still want to go to a convention with my girlfriend. That is my biggest goal. I'd rather go to a convention first before my girlfriend. But because she's not coming to First Square with me, I'm not going to explain why. So say that something's happened. Well, the first time she went there. I know she's not going to go to MFF with me. Again, I still have plans to go to MFF this year. I still have plans to make a return there. So if you want to see me at MFF in 2025, I will most likely be there. But if things change, I will let everybody know. But for Squared, I'm going to meet 2 of my friends. Because, well, one of them, they really wanted to meet me, and they were in the area. I was like, you know what, screw it. It's literally like 45 minutes away from my house, so I'll just drive there after work, and I will, you know, go spend a night with them, and then, you know, wake up, and then go straight to the con on Sunday. So, yeah. But, no, I have, at this point, I want to go to Anthrocon. I want to go to Anthrocon one day. Or 1 year. 1 year I want to go to Anthrocon, but I don't know when. But when I do know when, I will announce it. I might go to MFF. I don't know. I mean, I would suggest it, but if you're not really into, like, huge crowds, I would not suggest it. I want to go to AC as well, however, I don't really have the money right now. That's the same with me. And the funny thing is that, moving on to talking about furries and me and my time as a furry. Actually, I'm gonna say this one thing. I know this is off topic, but the one thing that really bugs me is that there are people in this world that think that furries are so weird that, you know, nobody likes them. Nobody will like you. Nobody will be your friend. Like, I've been told that by, like, my mom. Like, she'll say, like, you won't ever get any friends by being a furry. I'm like, okay, whatever. And look at me now. Like, I have so many friends, I don't have enough fingers on my hands, or my hand paws, or my feet paws Wait, those aren't fingers, those are toe beans. But still, you get the point. I have so many friends, it's not even funny. When I was a kid, when I was young, before I became a furry, I probably maybe had like, what, like, I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 friends. And only one of those friends I would hang out with because he was close to me. Like, a lot of people didn't like me when I was a kid because I was very weird. I was very off. Like, okay, I will admit I was a very obnoxious kid. I was a very obnoxious kid. And when I became a furry, and I went to the same school for 8 years. I went to a special needs school because I still have a learning disability. I have a learning and spelling, and I have a learning and spelling disability. So, a spelling disability, if you don't know what it is, it's when someone can't really write like words correctly. Like, the way I write down words is like, if I don't know how to spell it, I'll do the next best thing. I'll spell it how I think it would be spelled out. And also on top of that, my handwriting is very bad. And now a learning disability, it literally speaks for itself. It's somebody who has a hard time learning. So that's why I went to that school. We went to the school was so they could help me out. And I still struggle with having a learning and a spelling disability to this day. Not proud of it, but it's who I am. But I remember when I came out, I was talking to my friend that I became a furry because I was starting to get a little acquainted with another person. And then I became friends with another person. And then after like a few weeks, I was like, I was talking to one of them about, I found this community and it's very friendly. And like, I literally asked him, have you ever heard about furries? And their eyes perked up when I asked them that question. And they said, yeah, I have. I'm a furry. I'm like, no way. Are you really? And then she started showing me her Sona and, showing me her drawings. I'm like, oh my God. So then it also turns out that the other guy I was getting more acquainted with being friends. He was also a furry. And he was like one of those kids that was like one of the cool kids that, acted like, kind of acted tough a little bit. But he was a furry. And he was also starting to talk with me. I'm like, oh my God. And then I started talking with more people. And I ended up making, like, while I was at school, I ended up making, like, what? Like, maybe like 22 or 24 friends. Admitting that I was a furry because all of them other people there were furries. Like, literally me just saying that I'm a furry was literally like people accept me for who I am because they're like seeing like, oh my God, you're a furry too? I'm like saying, yeah, I'm new to the fandom. I don't really know much. They took me under their wing and they started telling me everything. Now, unfortunately, I don't really talk to these people that much anymore because, we've all grown up. We've all moved on. I don't really keep in contact with them anymore, unfortunately. But this goes to show that I've made a lot of friends throughout the years of being a furry. I've learned a lot throughout the years of being a furry. And I don't regret being a furry. I don't regret finding the fandom. I don't regret joining the fandom. And I don't regret ignoring my mom's words of saying that you should not be a furry. Furries are weird. And they should not be around. Excuse me. I'm happy to have made good friends in the fandom. Yes. So, and literally also on top of that, I learned pretty much a lot about cars from furries by talking to them about like engines and stuff, like asking them questions about, hey, can you explain to me like what this is? And they would explain to me, and I'm like, what hasn't the furry fandom done for me? Like, that's why I'm still in the furry fandom, because the fandom's done so much for me. There's so many friendly people. I get to meet people from all around the world, and you know, I get to understand like, you know, what they do over the seas, and you know, a lot of us can talk about cars and whatnot. What's up, Jax? Aw, thank you. That's just part of my that's just part of my personality. I'm just a very friendly person. I don't like being mean. I don't like, you know, being judgmental. Um, I like being friendly. I like treating people the way that I would like to be treated. Um, Now I even do that with trolls. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I used to let trolls get to me all the time, and now they just brush right by me. You know, they call me, you know, a furry f FGTT. I'm not gonna actually spell out the word, and I'm like, okay, like, cause at the end of the day, to me, I'm not gonna see them again. On top of that, they don't know who I really am, so you know their words really don't affect me, cause you know I don't know what they've been through. They don't know what I've been through, and they don't know what type of person I really am beyond the screen or under the a fursuit head. You know, I like being friendly. Even the people who are being complete utter assholes to me, I still like being friendly. It's just me. I don't like being mean. I don't like seeing the mean part of me come out. I don't. It scares me. Do you have Burnout Paradise Remastered on Steam? Super fun game. No, I do not, but I have played it on the PS4. Um, but yeah, but it's just who I am. I'm a very friendly, loving, energetic, extremely helpful floof. That's just who I am. I enjoy spreading love and friendship to the world. That's literally what I enjoy doing, and that's what I've wanted to do on YouTube ever since I was a kid. I've wanted to do this. I've wanted to, you know, try to bring out that friendliness to everybody, and you know, somehow it's working. I don't know how. I don't know how I got all you wonderful people as oh no, not people, my wonderful furs and people as my subscribers. I don't know how, but thank you guys so much. This one dude named Portable keeps name dropping me, making slanderous remarks. Don't respond to it. Okay, I'm sure there's like a bunch of, you know, anti furries and trolls like, you know, slandering my name. But I don't care. I don't. I actually think one person actually did try to slander me like a few days ago, and I paid no attention to it. It literally means nothing to me. They don't know anything about me. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know, you know, the real me. They don't know me as a person. You know, they know nothing about me, so it doesn't bother me. You are being friendly. You are truly friendly on live. I'm friendly not only live stream. I'm friendly in real life too. I'm very friendly. Now I can say this. Sometimes I can get overwhelmed, and when I get overwhelmed, I start to be a little bit picky. And that's a side of me I don't like seeing either, because I like people to see the nice, friendly part of me. And there was I think there was a few times at MFF I got a little bit overwhelmed, and I started, you know, getting a little bit picky. Um, do you avoid anti-furry videos? Yes, I do. I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch it. I refuse to watch it. I used to like. I'm not gonna lie. When I was first starting my channel, I wanted to know about anti-furries, you know, why they do this. I actually learned some stuff about them, but now I don't, you know, converse with them anymore. And this is the reason why. I'm a furry. I shouldn't be conversing with anti-furries. I respect what they're doing as long as it's not extreme, but why should I care what someone thinks of me?
if they don't understand, what I've been through, why I decided to become a furry, what a furry really means to me, besides them going through all that negative stuff and not looking at the positive stuff. That's why I decided to drop learning about them, because it's not worth it. And that's also why I don't let anti furries, I don't let trolls get to me. They can't get to me. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes if they get me at a really bad day, they could get to me. But I really don't let them get to me, because they're just words. I'm never going to see these people. Cool, you can talk crap about me all day. I don't care. I'm not going to respond like I used to. I'm not going to try to, defend myself over stupid stuff like that. Like, why do I need to waste my time with that? If you don't like me, you don't like me. But to me, I don't hate people. When people like that, talk crap about me, just know this. I don't hate you. If you're talking like mad smack about me, I don't hate you. Even though if it may come across like that, the hate is more towards your attitude. I'm pretty sure that as a person, deep inside there, you are a very friendly person, but you're just not showing it because I'm a furry. And that's why you're being very judgmental and very rude, because I'm a furry. And you're seeing that more of, asking me questions about what I do besides being a furry. Because I've actually had some trolls actually, sit down and actually ask me, I'm like, how come you don't try to talk with a furry? Like, get to know them, like, what they do besides being a furry. And literally, I had one troll sit there thinking like, and then he asked me, "What do you do for a living?" I'm like, "I'm an automotive technician. I work on cars for a living. I've been into cars ever since I was a kid. I've been an automotive technician for 4+ years." And he literally, I kid you not, he sat down and started asking me more questions about my life, besides being a furry. Like, I know that these people, they don't understand what a furry is. They're looking at the negative stuff. But if you get on under their good side or under their skin, and, open their eyes and realize that, hey, this is an actual person. And he was actually, he went off and, started trolling furries again, but he was actually very impressed with what I do for a job. I'm like, dude, there are furries out here. There are more furries out here that work on computers, like work on the internet, work, as military, work as, law enforcement. There are so many furries out in the world that are doing things for us, you and me. It's not even funny. Like, I literally said, heck, your friendly pizza shop owner could even be a furry. Here is another ASMR. Do a relaxation with your hand bean paws. I could do that. Okay, so no. Out of learning what anti-furries are, you'd actually be surprised to know that that's not true. That's a furry hater. And anti-furry is actually somebody, a very good portion of the time, they used to be a furry, but they were exposed to the more sexual side to the fandom at a young age. Now, I've learned that a lot of anti-furries are in their teens. So to me, it makes sense why they're doing that, because they're young, they don't understand it. So, they're trying to make a big deal about it. Me, I don't care anymore. It's fantasy. And how you gonna do ooh with a anthropomorphic animal? Like, that's physically impossible. Like, pup ravage. Hi, Cass. Hi, Joshy. Oh my god. I would deny being a furry before I became a furry. Yeah, so that's what a lot of trolls also did. They would deny being a furry. The funny thing is that this is how furries are made with a younger audience. They troll. They see furries. They think it's weird. They start trolling. They start being around furries more. They start getting attached to trolling furries. And then they start to slowly become a furry themselves. It's literally how it happens. And when you tell a troll that, they're like, "Oh, that's never gonna happen." Literally, I said that once to one troll, and I think a few months later, I saw the same username, and they were talking to a bunch of furries, and they were in a furry avatar. I was like, "Oh my god." I love how the anti-furries keep coming at me with something that happened last year. Yeah, so that also Shadow, I do hope you're not going at them anymore. I haven't really been looking at your channel, but they're trying to get your attention again. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get your attention again, and your attention is not worth their time, because I don't understand why they even do that. Because there's another thing that really bothers me, and that is how kids act these days. And I know this isn't really about being a furry, but something I've noticed, especially in VR chat, a lot of kids are very, very messed up. Like, I'm talking about, like, they know about sexual aspects at a very early age. They know extremely bad words at a very early age. Like, I think the youngest person I've heard say the N-word was 12. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, they were 12. And they were saying the N-word. I'm like, okay, parents these days, what are you doing? And this is the caring side of me. Now, as much as I would, love to have a kid of my own, I could never see that happening. Because I kind of also have an attention deficiency, and that puts me in the way of having a child of my own. I mean, I would love to adopt. One day I would love to adopt and have a kid of my own with my girlfriend. Maybe in the far future, maybe I'll think about that. Maybe when I'm in my 30s, I'll think about that. But with everything I've been seeing nowadays, especially with kids, it's very clear that this generation is screwed up in the head. And I'm trying to say that in like the nicest way possible. There are some very, very nice young teens out there. I'm not gonna discard that. But out of my time on VR chat, just hanging out with friends and being in public lobbies, I always, hear kids, shouting the N-word, saying derogatory slurs, being extremely racist, thinking it's funny. And to me, I'm like, it's not funny. That's just rude. Like, and you're like 14, 15, and you're saying this stuff. It makes no sense. Like, who's teaching you this? And to me, it actually pisses me off. It's not the trolls that piss me off. It's the parents of the trolls that piss me off. Because I'm thinking, like, what are they doing to have their kids act like this? Like, if your kid were to act like this in the real world when they're grown up, who knows what would happen to them? Something terrible. And then you'd be the one getting that phone call saying, "Hey, I'm sorry to say, but your son is he's in the hospital." Like, I don't understand people. Like, literally, when they say, "Are you mad, bro?" I'm like, "No, I'm not mad. I'm more mad at your parents." Like, what are they doing? Like, to me, it feels like that parents nowadays don't really, I don't want to say they don't love their children as much as they used to, because I know that's not true. And the problem is discipline. Like, when I was a kid, and I'm not saying that kids deserve to get hit. I'm not saying that, because no one deserves to get hit. But when I was a kid, I would get hit with a belt. I'm being serious. That was literally a punishment. If we said a bad word, we'd have soap. I would have soap put in my mouth. I would get hit with a belt. Um, I would, and my all my electronics would be taken away. Literally, that's how my parents did it. My parents were extremely strict. They were very strict. And the one thing that always makes me laugh is that whenever I tell them, like, oh, if I ever said that to my in front of my parents, they would whip my ass. And they're like, they probably didn't whip it harder because you're a furry. No, they didn't whip it harder because they know it would really hurt me. Like, they did it enough to hurt me, but not enough to physically do bad damage. And that's the one thing I try to also, I don't know why I try to I'll let them know hey, that's not cool. Oh my god. Yeah, so to me, because when I was a kid, when I acted up and my parents would know about it, they would punish me. I was not allowed to have any electronics. I was not allowed to do anything besides just sit in my room. And from time to time, if I wanted to read a book, I could, but there were times where they were so strict, they would just have me sit in my room like I was in jail. Like, they just have me sit in my room. They wouldn't lock the door. They weren't that strict. Like, they would be more of like, when I step out of my room, they would yell at me. And, a lot of times they say, I'm going to the bathroom. And they're like, okay, but then go straight back to your room. Like, they were those types of parents. And I'm starting to wonder nowadays, like, what happened to those types of parents? Like, kids nowadays are being so bad. It's unreal. Like, and I was gonna say this, I watched Dr. Phil, so I've seen how bad kids have been throughout the years. It is insane at how young of an age a kid can be. Like, again, what are these parents doing? They're literally, to me, it feels like they're just giving them a device just to shut them up so they don't gotta take care of them. All they gotta do is give them food, give them shelter. Oh, you're complaining? Oh, okay, here's the game console. Go have fun. I don't care what you do as long as it's not around me. That's literally how I think parents think nowadays. Kids can be very toxic online as well. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And I've noticed it all too well. Because also on top of this, when I want to say, maybe I was like, maybe like 8 or 10, when I started playing Grand Theft Auto. And after my mom saw how violent the game was, she took that away from me. And she wouldn't let me play it. And, then when I turned like 16, like 15 to 16, she said I could play it again. And obviously I was still not ready to play it because I brought a copy of it to school to show my friends that I have an old school version of Grand Theft Auto. It got confiscated by my teacher, and my mom said I was never allowed to play Grand Theft Auto ever again. And then when I turned 19 to 20, I bought Grand Theft Auto with my own money. I bought Grand Theft Auto 5, and my mom was against me playing it. I'm like, Mom, you do realize I'm like 20 years old now, right? And she looks at me and she's like, okay, you have a point. I guess you are mature enough to play it. And, she never bugged me about it again. But the point is that I've been noticing that a lot of kids are playing a lot of very violent games that are probably causing them to talk like this. Also, their parents probably like that too. I just wasn't even allowed to play GTA. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm just ranting about kids. the amount of times I played GTA 5 and the amount of times I heard little kids as young as 8 cursing, I shook my head in disbelief. I'm sometimes rude or toxic. One time I was on my VR. I was playing this game called Gorilla Tag, and I got banned from it because I was banned for toxicity, and they recorded what you're saying too. Gorilla Tag? I've never played that, but yeah, but that's the thing. I can understand little kids having, a temper because they're young. They don't understand, how to control their temper. So, and I'm not saying that that's a pass to act like that. I'm not. I like tacos. I'm not saying that that's a pass to act like that. That's more of a pass to why they're acting like that, because they're not fully developed. They don't understand. They're a kid. Their brain isn't fully developed until they've hit like at least into their 20s. But man, when players start arguing, it can be really fun. Yeah, I will admit it can be funny, but sometimes it can be very annoying. I grew up and don't like cursing much or being toxic. I don't even like killing others in games and then being toxic afterwards. Yeah, I'm the same way. When I played GTA 5, like, I had people coming after me, and, they're like, dude, you're not going to get your kill back. I'm like, that's okay. I don't care. I don't care about the kills. And then they'd still, they'd still kill me thinking, like, I'm a pushover. I'm like, okay. Then I go into passive. And apparently to them that's kitty mode. And I'm like, no, dude, it's a mode because you're just being annoying and you're just killing me repeatedly because I said I'm not gonna fight you. Like, literally, I'm just minding my own business, driving around, and you're killing me for no reason. Like, that's not what this game is all about. It's about Grand Theft Auto. It's about stealing cars, technically. It's about vehicles. That's why I play the game, because it's about cars. That's what I see the game as. Cool. Yeah, you can shoot people. You can take out people. But, you don't gotta do it to everybody. Like, if someone says, please don't do that to me, I'm just trying to enjoy the game, you should respect that. Griefers are annoying. Yes, they are. And I'm the type of person, I've actually been shit-talked to before about not owning any weaponized vehicle. I'm like, why do I need a weaponized vehicle? Like, why do I need one? Like, please tell me why. Like, I do have weaponized vehicles, but I don't use them. Now, the reason why I don't use them, because, first off, what am I going to do with them? Go around, be a troll, eliminate everybody out on the field, say, hey, look at me, I am a Mark II oppressor, wee! No, I don't even have a Mark II oppressor, because A, it's not a realistic vehicle. Actually, wait, no. That might be false, because I think Dubai actually has flying bikes. But I gotta double check into that. But on top of that, I don't like the oppressors. I like cars. And yes, I do have I do have the submarine car. I also I have 2 submarine cars. I got that one that looks like the one that's from 007. I also got that one that's extremely heavily armored that a lot of trolls use. But the only reason why I have that is because it's based off a Lamborghini Espada. That's literally the only reason why I have it. Because it's based off a real car. That's literally the only reason why. Like, I invited some people into my garage, like, dude, you have this car? Do you even use it? I'm like, no. It was like, why do you have it then? I collect it. Like, I'm literally like a car collector in GTA 5. Like, I will literally invite you to my garage. I will show you all my cars. And, like, someone will ask me, like, when's the last time you drove this one? It's like, I don't know, maybe like 3 months ago. It was like, why do you have it? Why don't you just sell it? I'm like, I collect them. I'm a car collector. Like, that's literally my dream in real life, is if I could be a car collector, I'd be collecting cars left and right. If I see a nice car and I want that in my collection, I'm going to get it. And yes, of course, being a car collector, I'd also have to maintain them, keep them nice, keep them clean. But, in GTA 5, you don't got to worry about that because, they're not going to rust away. I own a Mark II oppressor and I don't use it to grief. I take my Mark II oppressor to work every day. Chester, don't play Gorilla Tag because there's 5-year-olds screaming at the N-word repeatedly. Thank you for telling me that, but I never was a fan of Gorilla Tag and never really clicked with me. It's not one of those games that I would like to play. I just like playing games where I can chill out with my friends and have a good time. That's literally the only type of, gaming I do. The Devastate 8 is my baby. I can't remember. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Is that the one that's based off the Devil 16? If I'm remembering correctly, I haven't played GTA 5 in a long time. I'm trying to remember because I think I have that car as well, but I haven't driven that thing in years. Because I think that was one of the first supercars I bought, with actual money I worked with. I think it was that car that I bought. I also have a knockoff of the Jaguar XJ220, and that car's not even sold anymore in GTA Online, to my knowledge, and so you can't even get it anymore. So I actually literally had one person ask, "Why do you have this car? Nobody liked this car. That's why they got rid of it." I'm like, dude, do you know what this car is based off of? One of the greatest British sports cars or supercars made in the 90s, the Jaguar XJ220. Now, it may not look appealing, but also it's rare now. So, it's a collector's item. You're never going to see these again. Probably not. Yeah, if you were to see one, it'd be someone who already owns one. More HP, the better. Is a really fast car. I'm doing good, Joshy. How are you doing? I'm going to head out, Shasta. See you next time. Okay, bye. But you know what? I'm noticing the time, because I want to get some ASMR in, as I promised, to all you cuties. Are you ever planning on making another attempt at Not Alone after you're done with Atlas? At Not Alone? That game, no. I'm not going to be attempting that game again. Because I don't know why, that game really gives me the heebie-jeebies. But I will play the third chapter of Fears to Fathom. That I want to play. But because of the time, it is 8:52 my time right now, I want to get some ASMR in, so I want you guys to enjoy as I bring you guys up. You want me to try Phasmophobia? I can do that. So actually an idea for that. If I can get some people to play with me, because that would be more entertaining, because I've noticed one thing about me. I'm not great with commentary. And I honestly think that's got to do a little bit about, my spelling disorder, because I also read something online that people who also have a spelling disorder have a hard time, reading properly and, thinking of things on the spot a lot. So I think if I were to have some people to play with, then I think it would be a lot more fun, it'd be a lot more entertaining. So if I can get people, if anybody is interested in playing games with me, hit me up. I literally hit me up, because I'm thinking about making a gaming crew, and I'm also thinking about making another YouTube channel for my gaming, so I can focus on my ASMR on this. Also, I'm trying to get my Twitch set up, so I can be live streaming on Twitch. I will also be live streaming on YouTube. I'm going to try to do this more professionally because I'm really, really trying to get out there. And again, thank you guys for the big boost. I absolutely appreciate you guys. But now that it is 8:54, it is time for ASMR. So what we're gonna doing is just wondering now. I must hide again because the sign told me to hide Shas's fur. Little scamp. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I am going to start doing the ASMR because a lot of you guys wanted to see me do ASMR. So I'm gonna lower my voice. So the one thing that I know a lot of you guys like is feet paw ASMR, but unfortunately I'm not gonna do feet paw ASMR because I only have these, and they're not that attractive. Attractive. Why did I say attractive? They're not that fluffy. They're not that soft. They're just literally shoes with paw pads on the bottom of them. Let's try something. I'm trying to think of something. Because I can bring down my voice, talk very calm-like, as long as you guys can still hear me. And I can just talk to you guys the rest of the time like this, while, oh, you want head pats? Okay. How about you guys tell me what you want? As long as it's appropriate and family-friendly, I will do it. Head pats are good. So, head pats. Yes, it is whisper time. Want huggies? Huggies. ASMR from Samson the cat. What? Samson's not here. Camera tapping? So tapping a little bit like this. Yes, like that. Yeah, you guys see my claws. Don't worry, they're not sharp. Just hold my paws up to your guys' face. You guys can feel how soft my paw pads are. You can feel the fluff on my beans. You can feel the warmth. Just feel the relaxation as I pet you. Very, very gently. Light taps. Light pets. Okay, Jax, have a good night. What else should I do? Unless you guys are really enjoying the pets, I can continue doing the pets. I can just talk in a very low tone voice. Though I don't think I've ever really talked in a low tone voice like this. I'm actually kind of making myself blush. How about a relaxation from your computer? A relaxation from my computer? How would I do that? Like typing? I have a keyboard down over here that I could put in my lap. And I could type on it. Nose boobs? Okay, I give you nose boobs. Boop, 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 boop. What's another song? You want me to pot the camera? I bet it was. I can pot the camera like that. Or, okay. So you want it fast paced or do you want it slow paced? Like this is fast paced. And then this is slow paced. So more of like this. I don't have a cute laugh, but thank you. I wiggle my beans. Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to see? Calm shushing. So something like this. Shh. Shh. So cute. Cutie, cutie, cuties. Lullabies? Lullabies. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's actually something I haven't thought about. Welcome back, Damien. I beg to differ, Rocky. See, I could hum. I could sing a little tune, but it won't be great. You walked into the ASMR portion of the live stream. Think what else I can do. I could probably tap a lullaby. I don't know. I mean, let me try to hum something. So this is new to me as well. I've never really done a lullaby. Rocky, be quiet or I will put you in a bathtub full of water. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I know my voice isn't that great for singing. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh, I'm embarrassed. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. Oh no. I'm embarrassed now. Shasta just embarrassed himself. Oh. Oh. Yes, water. I know how much you don't like water, Rocky. I will put you in the bathtub. You thought it was nice? Oh, thank you. That gives me an idea. Shasta bathwater for $59.95. Ew. No, you don't want my bathwater. That's nasty. It's got like all oil and crap in it. And why am I starting to sound like Michael Jackson? Soft whistling? No, that I can't do. That I can't do. That I unfortunately can't do. It got too loud. Unless I can... Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do... Wait, Rocky, stay right there. I actually have Rocky. I have Rocky. This is Rocky. I give him pets. A little pets. I either hear wireless weirdness or something. I don't know what you're hearing. You guys can imagine that this is you, and I'm just giving you pets. Hi, Leaf. Or I can just hold you guys like this. I know my paws are huge, but just hold you guys like this. Getting cuddled by Shasta. Oh, Rocky deserves all the pets because he's a good pup. I have Tom Bomb for lunch. I don't need to know that, Leaf. I'll sample the sound I hear during silent moments. Okay. Yes, I put Rocky right here. See right there, Rocky. So, is there anything else that anybody wants me to do for ASMR? Otherwise, I can just read your guys' comments with a very low-tone voice like I am doing right now. It tasted lanky. Ew. I'm not sure what lanky is, but I'm sure that's not good. You need a big plushie, Rocky. I know. I can't find one, unfortunately. I have a big plushie of Chase, I have a big plushie of Marshall, and I have a big plushie of Sky, but I can't find Rocky. Marshall and Chase are my two favorite pups. So is Zuma. I have Zuma. I also got Everest and I got Liberty. Liberty is a newer pup that I'm not very familiar with, but I bought her because she's part of the Paw Patrol franchise. A big Rocky plushie is an instant win. Yes, it is. Uranium rods. Why? Why? My brain is trying to comprehend why you would say that. Quiet howl, please. I could do a quiet howl. Okay, no, it kind of comes out loud. I think that's the best I can do. But my fox side is more powerful than my wolf side. Done removing sounds louder than 36 dB. Tongue clicks. Yeah, I did howl. I did a little quiet howl. Oh, oh, woo, oh, woo, oh, woo. Cuter, please.
How am I supposed to do it cuter? I love the stream now. Rocky appreciation is the best appreciation ever. Since he's my favorite pup from Paw Patrol, can't go wrong with a Rocky. I mean, what I have in this cup is some water. And if I were to just pour a little bit on Rocky, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna get my Rocky wet. Oh God, that sounds so bad. I'm not gonna get my plush drenched in water. There you go. You got me freaking out for a sec. But amateur, only a real wolf can howl. I can howl. I can howl. No, you monster, lol. He needs a bath. He stinks like recycling bins. He smells like trash. He stinks. Yes, Rocky, I'm talking about you. You stink. You need a bath. I am going to the Nickelodeon universe on May 1st, 2026. My 41st birthday, going to visit a Paw Patrol character in New Jersey. Oh, you lucky floof. Oh, you're such a lucky floof. Shadow, quiet, or I will muzzle you and shove you in a cage. And that sounded oddly kinky. What is happening to me? Yes, muzzling. I'm not into that myself. I'm never gonna disclose what I'm into. Okay, no. I'm shutting that down instantly. I don't need a bath. Staying dry is the best. But you know what Zuma always says? Ready, set, get wet. Or no, that was his old slogan. I can't remember what Zuma's... Oh, Zuma's new slogan is let's dive in. His old one was ready, set, get wet. I think they changed it because a lot of parents were complaining on how odd it sounded. And I can't say I don't blame them. When I first heard it, I was like, what the heck? Shadow, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Don't you tempt me, you little woof. Because I can sound dommy, but I'm not going to do that because there is a younger audience in here. And I can't keep it family friendly. Wolves aren't meant to be caged. They are if they're being bad boys. Or bad floofs. Yeah, that's better. We are ready for movie night whenever on standby. You can start the movie night at 9:30 if you want to. I'm not sure if I will join. I'm probably going to be hanging out on VR chat for a little bit. And then I'll join movie night. Because I want a chance to use my new strap. Ow, my finger. And I want a chance to hang out with some friends I haven't hung out with in a while. Because they're normally on at nighttime around this time. Don't you box me. You address me by Shasta, and that's that. Oh my god. I'm sounding very dommy right now. What am I doing? What am I doing? Don't you ooh-woo me, laser. Don't you ooh-woo me. You know what? I agree. Let's dive in is a better catchphrase for Zuma. Yeah, you see? So I actually know all the pups' original catchphrases. So, Chase was, wait, no, Chase actually has a two. So I think his newest one is "These paws uphold the laws," and his old one was, oh crap, I can't remember what his old one was. Oh my god, I used to remember, and now I don't remember what it is. Yeah, green means go is green means go is Rocky's catchphrase. I believe his older catchphrase was "Don't lose it, reuse it," which that was a good one too. Sky's was "Let's take to." Sky's old one was "Let's take to the skies," and then her new one was this. Or wait, no, I think her old one was "This pup's gotta fly," and her new one was "Let's take to the skies." I think that's her new one. And then Marshall, was "I'm ready for a rough rescue." Rubble was "Rubble on the double." I don't think he had any other ones. Yeah, Chase is on the cat. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. No. Of course. Why am I so... Oh my god, no. I can't believe that I forgot Chase's catchphrase, and he's my favorite pup. And it was literally the best line of them all. Jesus on the case. Oh my god. I'm fired up. It's so iconic. I know! You don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me. I know it's iconic. I can't believe I forgot it. Let's see. There's one pup I don't have yet, and that's Tracker. I know Tracker is the safari pup. I have Everest. I have Liberty. I'm not sure what Liberty does. I haven't seen the show in so long. I don't even know if there's any other new pups. I know Rubble has his own TV show now. I've seen it a few times. Now there's one bulldog that's got a mechanical leg, which is it's pretty sad, but it's also cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, the puns. Favorite character in Scooby-Doo? Are you kidding me? Scooby-Doo. Literally, Scooby-Doo. But if I had to pick one besides Scooby-Doo, it would be Shaggy. I absolutely love Shaggy. Rocky has a miniseries? Ah. I'm all ears? Oh, that's Tracker? Okay. Cinnapon. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I'm not going to make that joke because that's not appropriate. It's not family friendly. I was going to make a really dirty joke, but I'm not going to do that. No, they have a catchphrase. Why do I feel like I'm missing a pup? Alright, let's see. It says Chase, Rocky, Zuma, Sky, Rubble. And the newest one is Liberty, Tracker, and Everest. I don't think... No, I think I got all the pups. Zuma is my second favorite. Zuma's cute. Zuma is actually a chocolate lab. And I actually did some research, because I was actually quite curious what Sky was.
Sky is a cockapoo. Like, I'm not saying that to be silly. Literally, she is a cockapoo. And of course, Chase is a German Shepherd. Rocky, I don't know what Rocky is. I didn't look up what Rocky is. I think he's supposed to be like a schnauzer or something. I think he's supposed to be like a schnauzer. And what else? Let's see. Of course, Marshall is a Dalmatian because that's a typical fire pup. It's a typical fire dog. Same with the Chase as being a German Shepherd. That's a typical police dog. Zuma's a chocolate lab. Rubble is a bulldog. Oh my god. I'm not sure what Tracker is. I know Everest is a husky. And I think Liberty is also a cockapoo. I don't know. I haven't really done a lot of research on Liberty. Oh my god. I'm getting hot. What would my catchphrase be? Oh god, that's a good question. I don't know. Oh, if I was like a partner to Chase, I would probably say these beans are for the fiends. That's probably what I would say. If I was Chase's partner in crime. These beans are for the fiends. Actually, Creasum, I've never watched Bluey. I've never seen it. So I wouldn't know. That's awesome. Okay guys, I know it's early, but I'm starting to sweat and I'm starting to get a little bit uncomfortable now. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream here. But I want to thank you guys so much for another wonderful stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, remember there will not be a stream tomorrow because I will be going to First Squared, and I can't wait to go. I really can't wait. I can't wait for First Squared. So excited. And then I'm gonna be there all day on Sunday, and then I'm gonna be driving back at 9 o'clock at night to come home and unfortunately go to my boring 9 to 5 job. But it's whatever. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, joining me on this another wonderful Fursuit Friday live stream. I think this live stream went really well. I really do. I'm very happy, and I hope you guys are really happy with my choices of doing live streams more, because that's what I want to do, because I want to keep my channel up and thriving and alive. And I've been noticing that my view counts have been going down, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting that much. It's very busy, very busy, very busy vlogs. But I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video, whichever comes out. I'm working on a short. I've been trying to work on it, but again, I keep getting sidetracked. Again, ADHD does not allow me to focus all the time. But I hope you guys had a great time, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.